So this is the first video edition of the Korean construction site in Dunjeon. I'm stood outside of my flat, which is 1808 105 Melody Apartments, and we're going to walk to the construction site itself. So I'm taking you on the same journey that I go every day. On the right here, there's a big factory of some kind. There's also some mountains and a river, which at the moment is generally in various stages of being frozen. So this is the hallway that I walk down. I'm on the 18th floor here. That bike's always there, I've no idea who it belongs to. And these are the two lifts that I use to get up and down. I'm gonna have to wait a while, I think. Next one, so number 5, don't know if you can see that. So while we're waiting, I'll see if I can show you outside. So that building, I'll just open the window here. That building in the middle of the frame, the brightly coloured one, is actually where I work. That's the ECI. So as you can see, it's very close. It takes me about 2 minutes to get to work, which is really handy. And over there is some more apartment blocks. There's basically one general way of building apartment blocks in Korea, which is used pretty much everywhere. So just getting in the lift now, it's come, and we'll go down. So I'm filming this using my new iPad, which is a tremendously useful and versatile piece of equipment. And I'll just comment on the lift while we're here. So as you can see, it's like a sort of hall of mirrors effect that reminds me of Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. Actually, there's a fight in a hall of mirrors there, I think. On the back of the lift there's like a big clipboard which people use to pin messages to, and also adverts. What else? That's the lift really. There's some safety signs there, don't know what they mean, and now someone else is getting in the lift, so I'm going to have to be quiet for a little while. So we'll just wait until this person's come. No, they haven't. See, this happens sometimes, like phantom lift callings. So anyway, yeah, this is the lift. And we're stopping again. Maybe someone will get in this time.
아까워. 할 수 없지. 다 입히면 되잖아.
아니 좀 찍어. 막 시간이 있더라도
Just going to stop and let these people go by. So here is where my post is collected. Looks like a big sort of set of cassettes. Let me just show you something actually. This is the bottom floor now. We're on the ground floor of my apartment block. The bicycles here are never locked. I'll be really annoyed if they're locked now, but generally speaking, they are never ever locked to anything, which is just a sign of how safe a place, perhaps it's just where I live, but generally I think South Korea is just a safe place to be. There's rarely any violence, doesn't seem to be many robberies, just generally a really nice, safe place to be. So we're outside now, so there's some children in the playground there. There's the playground. And just to show you the height of these buildings, there you go, all the way up. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think there might actually be more. There's many apartment blocks in this area, and a lot of the children that I teach at school actually live in one of these blocks or other. So we're just walking through now. It doesn't take long to get to the Korean construction site itself, so don't worry. And, hello! Nice to meet you too. Bye bye. So there you go. Some friendly Korean children. Everyone's very nice, usually. I like to think it's because, you know, I've got a really pleasant face or something, but really it's just that everyone in Korea is very friendly to everyone. That I've encountered so far anyway. But this is the car park. This is where Mr. Kim usually picks me up to take me to kendo. And this particular area actually becomes a market on Wednesdays. And they sell fresh fish and vegetables and fruit. And it's quite a nice place to be. So here we go, we're nearly there now. Here's some more kids coming up. Let's say 안녕하세요 to them. 안녕하세요.
Oh.
안녕하세요.
Hello.
Hello. There you go. Good 안녕하세요 there. This area is a vegetable patch. There's vegetable patches throughout these kind of town and country areas. There's an old man on a bike. There we go. And some more children, lots of children today. There we go, they're all very sweet. And here it is, the Korean construction site in Dunjeon, bathed in light. Magnificent, isn't it? So we're just coming up to it now. Let these people go by. On a very narrow sort of gangway here. This sort of thing couldn't happen in England. They'd need some sort of traffic light system, I think. So there it is, the two sites. It's a Sunday, and I don't know if you can see. I don't know how good these images are going to turn out, but as you may be able to see, there are men working on it. It's about 3:30. It's freezing. It's a Sunday, and they're working on it. That's why these things get built very, very swiftly indeed. So I'm just panning by it now, and I'm going to stop at the familiar angle. So this is the lamppost that I usually stop at. I get to this bollard right here, and I turn left, and I put the camera down, then I angle it like this, and that's the camera angle that I take it from. So that's the first angle. This is where I've just come from. So we'll go back a little bit, and I'll show you the other camera angle, and then we'll have a look at some as yet unseen angles behind the Korean construction site, to the side of the Korean construction site. It's all very exciting for me as well, because I actually haven't done this yet. So I'm just going to have to negotiate this man with his pram and child. In fact, just before we do. So this is the other angle that I use. So there you can see the sort of lateral side of it, of both, and you can see that they're getting quite big. This one is, I think, 3 stories already. Will probably be more in time. There we go, just let this man past. Okay. So yeah, I think it's likely that it's going to be apartment blocks actually now. At first I kind of thought it was too small a site for the apartment blocks. I mean, you've just seen how big the apartment blocks that I live in are, so I guess I anticipated that more land would be required for a set of apartment blocks. But maybe this is just going to be apartment blocks. They're very big, and there don't seem to be any signs of it being roofed at any stage. You know, it looks like they're really in for the long haul, so to speak. So my feeling is that, yeah, it could be an apartment block actually. Difficult to see what else it could be, really. So yeah, we'll just stop a sec here. This is an angle that we haven't seen yet. So in the background there you can see more apartment blocks. You know, virtually everyone in Korea lives in an apartment block, really. It's rare to have your own house on the ground floor. Up ahead, this is the route that I take with Mr. Kim to go to kendo. So it's about half a mile up on the left. I think it's still Dunjeon, but I'm not sure. It could be like another town, but it's basically Dunjeon. And here we're going behind the construction site, so maybe this road could actually end up being sort of the main way of getting into the block of flats if it's built or whatever it is. There's still a vegetable patch here, so this looks like it's been fairly well protected from the building, so I assume this will remain. But maybe this land here will be another sort of construction site, and another set of apartments eventually. You never know. All of this land up ahead here, between what was the road there and this built-up area here, this is pretty much just all farmland. I think they just grow all sorts of things here, so including flowers. So it's, maybe this will go. You know, maybe this will be sort of become built-up accommodation area, but you never know. So anyway, we'll just finish off with the extreme back of the Korean construction site. This is quite cool actually, it's quite nice to see it from this side. So there's a Hyundai truck. Hyundai trucks and cars are very popular. In fact, all 4 cars are Hyundai, I think. So if we just scroll up or scan up, whatever. So there we go. A lot of work still to be done. And I'm sure you'll agree that a lot's happened since 2011, since the last update. So we'll call it a day there, and we'll hopefully return in the future with more videos, because I think the camera, you know, the photographic technique isn't really working out now. It's too big, there's too much to capture, so I think what I'm going to do instead is make intermittent videos and just report back if anything interesting happens. Probably won't, but I'll probably report back anyway. So for now, this is me saying goodbye, and see you next time for more Korean construction site. Thank you.